Hi, this is Eli Kranzberg from Production Expert, and in this video we're going to look at using Revoice Pro to correct the timing and feel of a relatively complex and sloppy horn section part. I'm going to play you what I have now, which is alto sax, trumpet, tenor sax, and trombone playing the same line with some harmony notes, and then baritone and bass trombone playing a kind of counter line with some punches. And here it is with a drum groove. So pretty rough. Now, first thing I'm going to do is decide to use my alto sax as the timing reference for these three next parts so that they'll all follow the timing of this. I'm going to select all of these tracks here except the drums and my guide, and I'm going to drag them up to create a quick group over here so that I can easily control them. I'm going to call those inputs. So now I'm going to hit B to call up my control panel, and I'm going to use a new APT, Audio Performance Transfer, to transfer the timing characteristics from this track to the others. So I'm going to use this whole region as the basis for this process, and I'm going to choose a factory preset called Tight Timing Only. And I'm going to create a new process group, and you'll see what that is in a moment. So I'm using the alto as my guide, and the trumpet will be the dub that's affected, as well as the next two tracks. So I need to create three processes altogether. Let's hit new process and we'll see the results there at the bottom. So now I've got a process group here. I can play back any combination of the tracks that we're looking at on the screen. It's defaulting to the guide, which is the alto, and the aligned, which are the corrected ones. But I can easily play just the guide, just the dub, just the aligned, and different combinations. But let's listen to this. All right, so that's sounding fine, but let's say I want to adjust some of those parameters. I can call up the process control window, and I can see here that I'm using the tightest timing tolerance. Maybe I want to go a bit looser. You'll see that all of these tracks are updating and changing at the same time, and maybe I want to use more relaxed flexibility. Let's hear what this sounds like now. Again, just the guide and the aligned. Great, so that's a little bit more natural sounding. Now let's take care of the next two tracks that we have here. I'm going to select the baritone sax, hit B to bring up the control panel again, selected audio, tight timing only, new process group, it'll be for just these two, and here I only need the one process since I'm only affecting the bass trombone as the dub track. So let's select baritone sax and then bass trombone as the dub, and press new. And now I'll get a new bass trombone track generated, and we have a new process group. Let's hear those. And same thing, I can call up the control panel if I want and play with the timing or flexibility, but let's just go with that for now. So now I can just easily mute all my input tracks and listen to everything along with the drums that are right here above all the output tracks that have been generated. So that sounds great, and you'll notice that it's not strictly quantized. Instead, I've preserved the timing of that alto sax performance and the baritone sax and used that to align the other tracks to. So it's preserved the natural feel, yet tightened everything up with just a couple of mouse clicks. This is Eli Kranzberg for Production Expert.